want to support the platform just in case anything like this happens again, you can do it by way of PayPal, Patreon, Cash App, and also by the Anchor. And you can also further support the platform by way of going to the Teespring store or the shoe store that is located in the comment section below.
Substitute teacher who says two students attacked her in the classroom.
She jumped behind me and was choking me back here, pulling me on my neck and pulling out my hair. I'm hurt that I didn't have hardly no support because I've been nothing but good to Turning Point. I don't call out. I'm a sub. And anytime them kids ask me for something to eat, I give it to them.
Wednesday, Charlotte-Mecklenburg schools confirmed two students attacked her. Horton says they were 16 and 17-year-olds, simply requiring students follow the rules.
So they already know if Horton back there, which is me, Horton ain't finna let all that stuff slide and get away. You see what I'm saying?
She says she never imagined when she started substitute teaching at CMS Alternative High School Turning Point this past December that it would lead to injuries to her head, neck, and hand.
Somebody need to get up out their bed and shut that school down. Somebody else, they're gonna let somebody sneak a gun in that neck. I said, you know what? You need to take off your hoodie, okay, off your head, because this policy.
You're not supposed to have hoodies on.
You don't supposed to have hoodies on.
She says a behavior modification technician, someone trained in managing student behavior, was also in the room.
The BMT jumped up in my face and said, hold up, Miss Horton. Yeah, everybody that she walks around with her hood on all the time.
With no warning, that's when Horton says one of the girls charged towards her. She says the other girl came from behind and pulled her to the ground.
And when she knocked me down, that's when the other one got her hands on me, and she jumped behind me and was choking me back here, pulling me on my neck and pulling out my hair. And that's when they went to start beating. I had a hard time trying to get myself up out of that position, as tall as I am, with all them kids around me like that, to try to get up and pull up on anything. Where was that man, the BMT? Where was he?
Could you see? Do you know?
Could not see him nowhere. Didn't hear him, didn't see him nowhere.
She says another BMT from another part of campus ran to her rescue and forced the girls off of her.
And then this other student that hangs out with them said, now you can pick up one of your locks that they pulled out because you just got your beat by two students.
So before I get started, I just want to give a special shout out to Miss Nicholas for the donation for the channel, where she said, continue to do this work. Much love, respect, and appreciation to any and all of you who donate directly to the platform. You guys enable and help me to continue doing the things that I do every single day. So we're at a point in time where I have done my best to try to inform a lot of the women out there that if you don't happen to get a lot of these young women under control, and I'm talking about from since birth, you don't happen to talk to them, you don't nurture them, you don't shelter them, you don't have the valuable conversations that they need to have so that they can grow up into proper young girls, young women, and full-fledged women, that the end result is going to be that they are going to start to attack you. So the same exact problem that you state that you have with black men or young black boys attacking or going after black women, now you're facing that exact same issue with your very own daughter, somebody who is even more reflective of you. And you were clearly able to see how this teacher, this is a black woman, melanated, kissed by the sun. You saw how it was that she had an outpouring of tears because of the fact that these female students decided that they wanted to jump this teacher. You saw the fact that this teacher was not able to get any type of help from anybody except for one of the other guards that was somewhere around, in the school. The fact that this teacher is not only physically bruised, but she's also mentally. She has to, live with this. And her own daughter told her, like, nah, you're not going back to that school. You're not about to be a teacher there. We're not doing that. I'm not about to lose you because, they want to do whatever it is that they want to do. And again, black women, like, this is like, yo, I'm trying my best. I am trying my best to keep in effect the whole thing of caring, the whole thing of getting out the information so that problems can be fixed before they get worse. Y'all have already stated to me how the problem is horrible for you guys, that nothing is in a sense going right. You guys have no protections or anything of that nature, right? But then at the same time, you also state that, hey, I'm not going to follow, the commands, or I'm not going to follow the leadership of a man. A man cannot tell me this, that, and the third, and I'm not going to let a man lead me. I can lead myself, and I'm strong enough by myself. I'm independent. I'm this, I'm that. This is where all of that is led to, because women want to, well, more specifically, because black women wants to lead themselves in the community, and they don't want the leadership of a man. They don't want that positive, black male role model directly out there. This is what that leads to. And these girls have friends, and their friends more than likely are in the exact same line as the young girls that sat up there and went after this teacher. This teacher didn't do nothing wrong. She simply sat up there and told the student, like, yo, show respect in the class. You already know you're not supposed to be wearing this hood. You're not supposed to be doing that. It's a school. And I get that and I understand. It's like, hey, we don't want you wearing that specifically in here, because if you do, then that means that you are going to, be falling asleep, or, you're going to do a variety of things and all of this, right? And the teachers want to know that you are actually paying attention, that you're catching the lesson, right? Instead of actually sleeping. And they thought that the teacher was being disrespectful. They felt that the teacher was being disrespectful. So because they were disrespected, they are going to put hands directly on her. And this is what I'm trying to tell a lot of black women out here. Y'all got to start getting these girls under control. Because if you think what's happening with these young black boys is bad, oh, it's going to be even worse. You already see what the young black men do to men. You already seen that. They don't care about life. They not second guessing. They not doing that. So what do you think that these young black girls are going to sit up there and do to you? What do you think is going to sit up there and happen? It's going to be the exact same story. Just like how these young black men out here don't care about taking the life of another man or another young black man. These young black girls are going to be in the same mentality of taking y'all lives. Within the same breath, y'all not going to want to actually talk about this or list this as a problem, and it should be a problem. Y'all should really want to look into this, delve into this, and y'all should want to fix this. Y'all should want to figure out what is the issue and why it is that these young black girls, these young black women are so eager and completely fine and dandy and so aggressive, and why it is that they want to sit up there and destroy, why it is that they want to massacre, why it is that they want to harm somebody that they came from, and especially somebody that is reflective of them, somebody that can share in their empathy, somebody that can share in their sorrow, their joy, all of that. But again, when I list or when I bring up these stories, it's deflection, it's silence. And this is, like I said, I do these stories not for like an ah ha ha or anything like that. It's to be like, yo, listen to what I'm saying. I'm trying to, for the ones that want to listen, like, yo, I'm doing my best to try to give some direction. I'm trying to, give you a little bit of assistance so you can see the future. So that while you're standing right here, you got the potential and ample time to fix it so that it doesn't become worse in the future. Because if they're acting like this now, just think how they're going to be acting 5 to 10 years from now. And then think about the little black girls that's growing up now that are up under these types of girls or these types of women. It's not going to be nothing good. It's not going to be nothing cute. So, as I stated before, it's tragic. This is why a lot of teachers don't want to be teachers, because it ain't worth it. It ain't worth their safety. It ain't worth their health. It ain't worth their life. They got too much to live for. This is why I understand why you got a lot of these teachers, why they want to be preschool teachers or kindergarten teachers or teachers up until a certain grade. Because once you start getting higher and higher, now these kids, they want to, they act like they full-fledged adults. They act like they really about that life, but they're not really about that life. They just think they are. Because if you were to put those girls in a prison, in a women's prison, for about a week, let's see if they act in the same way. Let's see if they act in the same way. That's what a lot of these parents should be doing. Instead of scared straight, sign your kids up so they can be in prison for about 2 weeks. They got to live by those rules. They got to sit up there and follow what it is that those women are saying, what those women are doing. Because like I said before, it's either this is going to be your permanent life, or you straighten up so that you can be back out here with, modern society, so that you can be out here with everybody else. Like I said, I feel so I can't even say my apology. I'm not even I'm not a woman. It's like, I'm sorry that, this had to happen to her, because this is something that should not have had to happen. This woman shouldn't have to get up here and shed tears because she is so hurt by what it is that takes place, because she cares so much for these kids. She has so much empathy and sympathy for these kids that she is still, in a sense, crying for them. Not even just herself, crying for them. And I think for me, that's the saddest part out of this whole story. But anyways, let me know what you guys think about this video and the story and everything that I stated in the comment description below. And as always, peace, love, and stay tuned for the next video.